Oversalting driveways and sidewalks has long been an issue in New Hope. Enter the Smart Salt program, a joint effort with the state to educate residents and business owners to use less salt. Nick Macklem is the stormwater specialist for the city of New Hope. He says if you see clumps of salt on your sidewalk or driveway, you're using too much.
You don't have to pile salt down onto the sidewalk. It's recommended to have 2 to 3 inches spacing between those salt grains that are out on the sidewalk.
Macklem says between residents salting walkways and what the snowplows put out, it can have a negative effect on our area waterways.
It only takes a teaspoon of salt to pollute up to 5 gallons of water. So when you think about the amount of salt that's being dumped on the roads, that does have an impact to our local water resources in New Hope. That'd be Northwood Lake and Meadow Lake. So it's important to only use what's needed.
New Hope has 5 city snowplows. Street and Park Supervisor Andrew Kramer says their snowplow drivers are careful to use only the recommended amount of salt.
All our salt spreaders are calibrated yearly, and they're controlled by the truck operator. They follow a chart and kind of follow the safe salting practices of how much to use.
As for salting the sidewalks, Macklem says when the temperature dips below 15 degrees, it's best to use sand. But if you have to use salt, a little goes a long way.
I would recommend people be a little bit more careful with how they're spreading that salt. If you're taking the scoop that comes in your bag and just spreading that around randomly, that's not necessarily the best practice. Using a spreader where you can actually change what how much salt is being dumped out of the machine, that works a lot better.
In the end, he says using less salt not only benefits the environment, it helps your bottom line.
The less salt you have to put out on the sidewalk, that's more money in your pockets.
Reporting for The Connection, this is Jenna Globe.
Learn more about The Connection at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.